finally, the wait is over. Issue 42 that I've been waiting for a couple of weeks now has come in. It was like I said, my newsagents put it on back order. It has finally come in. We now have our pizza box, which has I think the largest part that we've actually had through the whole build. So I've been waiting for this, so let's get going. I know you guys have too. Okay, so we have our pizza box. I'm going to call that because it's quite a big box. This is like the sort of subframe, the frame. I don't really know what else is going to go on. We'll discuss it as we're building it. Before we get going, we need the limiter switches on our circuit board. So we need to take off their circuits 4, 3 and 4, which I've already done, which are here. So as you can see, circuits 3 and 4. It's important that they go on a specific way because obviously, as you can see, the lengths are different. That is to get them to the thing. So let's have a little look and see what's in here. And you can sort of see the size of this as well. So there's nothing else in there. So everything must be wrapped up in here, and it is. Brilliant. And there we go. So there's the subframe. Now obviously I think our cockpit will sit here on this part. You can see the cutout actually, which matches the speaker section for the cockpit. And then I've got a funny feeling something's going to go underneath this, just because we've got 2 mounting points just here at either side. So what do we get? We get some screws, obviously. These are, yep, WM screws, and we've got some black tape as well. So let me try and see if we've got that. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so we're working this way because that's where I'm working. So we've got these 2 sections just here. These are where the limiter switches are going to go. So we need limiter switch 3, which is the smaller wired one, and that is going to sit just on there. It sits really nice. So obviously, as the steering section will sit here, so the front wheels are here, and obviously as they reach a certain point, this will stop, and that will stop the motor. It cuts the motor out, so it can't go any further. And because this is like, these are really long screws. Look at that, that's quite long. So we're going to stick this through here. Like so. I'm just going to screw that down. Like so. Not over screwing it because you could damage it, I think, if you over screw this. And it sits in fine. So that's that one. We're just going to do the same for the other side. So the other one will sit just there. And we do get spares. Just like that. These, I'll tell you what, if you haven't got one of these from Part Work Upgrades, what a lifesaver these are. Get yourself over to Part Work Upgrades and get yourself one of these cushions, because it really saves it on the hands and on the work as well. Okay, so we've done that. As you can see, the limiter switches both work. Like so. So obviously as the wheels turn, it goes too far, it will knock that, and that will stop, and it will do the same for that side. And as you can see, one side is longer than the other. This also indicates to me that the circuit board that we've got is going to be around this area. Yeah, I would say in this sort of vicinity I can't see it going like that. I just can't, just because that wire isn't long enough. So I would imagine the circuit board will sit somewhere there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to tape down our wires. So we've got 2 bits here. So this part here is just going to sit here. So we're just going to wrap that round there. And we're doing the same to this one. Like so. Just keeps everything sort of secure. I don't know how. I don't know how they've managed. Now, obviously, in the magazine, it tells you to do the tape further up, but I haven't. I don't know how they've got to 14 sort of stages. So in the magazine, you know what's coming next because we've already done it. But in the magazine, it's 14 steps to do what we've just done. I don't see how they've got to that number. But there it is. That's all we're doing. But you can sort of see the size of it. Now I do have the frame here. So obviously this, actually you can see where the mounting points actually are. So these points just here correspond to, oh well, I thought they did. They look like they do. I've got a funny feeling there's something else that goes on here. But it does tally up. There we go. So as you can see at the back here, the speaker section here, it tallies up quite well. So that's where it's sort of, yeah. And you can see actually under here. So these mounting points here, these points, they actually measure up to these points here. And it actually clicks into place. So at some point this is where this will sit. Yeah. That will sit onto here somewhere like this. And then these wires will come in. So yeah, like I said, so the circuit board fits here. And that is actually where, yeah. Bit of detective work and we've done it. So you can see where the circuit board's going to sit. You can see where the subframe's going to sit. And then I almost guarantee there's something else that goes on the top of this. Probably something bigger maybe. And then obviously the wheels. It's also worth noting these 2 cutout sections here on the frame here. These 2 bits here actually correspond to where we've just put those limiter switches. So they sort of sit into those recesses quite well. So we've sort of worked out where the frame's going to sit and where the circuit board sits. The front of the car obviously will sit here. I'm not too sure if I've got that to hand. I don't know if I've got that to hand. I haven't. I have to root around. But obviously that will sit at the front here. But that's where we're at. So I'm actually going to store that like that because it means that I can just put it down like that really. But that is it. That is what we've done. So I'm going to sort of store it away like that. As always guys, thanks for watching, supporting the channel and everything else. It's massively appreciated. And yeah, just give the channel a thumbs up. And as always, we'll see you guys at the next video. So take it easy. Bye guys.